Hey everybody, happy Labor Day weekend. Hope you're getting out on the lakes. Fishing has picked up on Winnie. Some of the key depths, 9 to 13 feet. Some of the flats that have chara or any kind of vegetation. We're starting to get that bite as the water temperature went from 78 down to 70. In some spots up in Cutfoot and that, it's a little bit warmer, but it really started the bite going. And here are some of the things I'm using. Of course, bobbers and a leech. That's the bread and butter of walleye fishing nowadays. And so I have them all set up here. A black is a good one on the dark days. That's a small short shank tungsten from Northland Fishing Tackle. Parrot's good, and that's good on if you're in Cass or leech. That's also going to be a good color. So slip bobbers are important. If you find fish, you can throw it on them. Another thing that's been really good, and this is my favorite way to fish, is jigging a minnow. So I'm using testing out these new Northland tungsten stand-up jigs, and they're phenomenal. They hold that minnow up like that, and the fish are crushing them. But I've also been catching a lot of fish on the underspins. This is a deep V underspin. That's been one of my hottest baits on Winnie. And even if I'm at Cass or surrounding lakes, that's a hot one. That's what they call walleye. The little gold willow leaf blade, and all I'm using are fatheads. Sometimes I'll have shiners if they're available. Premium minnows get bit faster, but a fathead, double hooked on that, is going to get you bit. Or a leech, or a chunk of crawler. Problem is there's so many perch right now in all the lakes around here. A lot of little ones from 2 to 6, 8, 9, 10 inches, all across Winnie and Cass and surrounding lakes that if you use a night crawler, they'll nibble it right off there. So spinner heads, and you could throw it out, get the boat up to speed at a mile, 1.2, 1.3 miles an hour, pitch it out behind the boat, and it's like spinning. So you could do that. What I like to do is throw it, and I'll reel it a little bit, and I'll pause and let it crash into the bottom, and then reel a little bit, and the fish just absolutely crush it. And if the bite's on, every day's different, then I'll go to a pitch and puppet. And you guys know what this is. This is a really cool bait. I'll pitch that in on the fish and hop it, and you let it crash in the sand, especially if it's a clean bottom area without weeds. And even if it's not, you could just jig it, count how long it takes for it to drop, and stop a second or two ahead and start counting. And then I'll jig it, and I'll move the rod 2 different directions, and they just crush it. A lot of pike though, so be careful. Get out and hit the waters. It's really picked up on Winnie. It was a little bit tougher earlier with the heat. Now it's starting to pick up. We're segueing into that fall bite. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Get out on the lakes and have fun.